right now, 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 right now. Oh, I got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling, like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling, I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling, like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling, I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about a massive margin trading liquidation that happened just this morning. About 5 hours ago, you may have noticed on the chart that Bitcoin dropped 5.5% in just over an hour and a half, and we have hunted down exactly why this has happened, and I'm going to be showing you in today's video why this drop happened. We're also going to be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin, and we're going to be talking about our price predictions on Bitcoin and why many people's price predictions of Bitcoin rallying to $62,000 in the next couple of months didn't in fact come to pass, although I do think it is going to happen. We have a lot to get into in today's video. I'm joined as always by Kinda Crypto Tim. He is starting to evolve. By the way,
What's up, everybody?
Shout out to Crypto Tim because you are slowly evolving into the crypto beard, right?
No, yeah, so this is the thing. I potentially, and if you guys want this, let me know. I'm gonna be very brief. I might start a channel called The Crypto Beard. So if you guys are interested in seeing video from The Crypto Beard, make sure you not only like this video, but let us know in the chat.
Let him know, guys. I'm also joined today by our producer, who now has control of all the stuff. You guys may have seen I was sitting over here switching things around. He is now in charge of production fully. So shout out to Smay. Welcome, Smay, to the show.
Hey guys, what's going on? Smay here. It's your boy. I'm vibing, guys. We're doing great.
It's your boy, Smay. He is very excited to be here. Guys, today's stream is sponsored by Boss Ladies. Boss Ladies everywhere make the world go round, and without our Boss Ladies, we wouldn't know what to do. That's why we have a cup that says Boss Lady. If you are interested, you can sign up for Boss Ladies with the first link in the description box down below, because the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy naturally makes every lady who goes through it a boss. Make sure to like and subscribe because we have quite a bit to get to. Before I even get into it, I am going to be going ahead and opening up the floor for any questions. We're not going to do this every day, but today I am going to open up the floor for any questions that you guys have, and we're going to do a little bit of question and answer in this stream. Make sure to do that, guys. While I'm waiting on some questions, we'll answer a few of them here to start with. I'm still sick, by the way, so I'm working through that. We're also going to go ahead and inform you that Tim and myself will not be here. We are at a quarterly strategic planning meeting for 8 hours tomorrow, an hour out of town, so unfortunately the show is not going to happen. However, Smee the Tree, may be coming on stream to talk about NFTs. Smee, can you tell us a little bit about that?
I will, guys.
He will be. Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
Excuse me, guys. We're gonna be tomorrow just spending some time with me. It's not gonna be a long stream, but we're just gonna spend some time with me talking about NFTs. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great time. So you should come join us tomorrow and just spend time with your boy Smee.
There you go, guys. By the way, no, I don't have COVID. I'm fine. I have a head cold. I'm solid. By the way, thank you everyone who responded to our tweet over on, Twitter, where I asked for different technical indicators you guys would like to see information on. We have a lot of new things coming out over the next couple of months, don't we, guys? We're working really hard behind the scenes, and I'm really excited about it. Guys, let's see, is there anything else on the docket before we get started, or shall we go ahead and jump into some technical analysis?
Let's go ahead and dive right on
Let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I'm going to go ahead and jump on over to my chart. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has been trending to the upside for the last 6 days or so. In fact, the last 7 days, really. Bitcoin is up 20%. But if we come down to this hourly chart, what you guys are going to see is that over the span of an hour and a half, Bitcoin pulled back 5%, dropping from nearly $60,000 all the way down to $56,800. And in the spirit of figuring out what exactly happened here, we went and did some investigation this morning, and we think we know exactly why this happened. It has something to do with this tweet and this article, but we're going to get back to that in a second. I want to lay the foundation for where we have come from so that we can figure out where we're going, because your boy Cotton Eye Joe is curious. Guys, what we need to look at right now is the fact that the MACD is converging bullish on itself, and on the daily chart, it looks like we're about to have a bullish MACD cross. You can see that tomorrow, more than likely, this MACD is going to cross bullish on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Now, I've talked about this in previous streams, but I'm going to talk about it again. Bullish MACD crosses on Bitcoin are a big, big deal. I'm putting a vertical line at all of the major bullish MACD crosses that have happened in recent memory, going all the way back to July of last year. And as you can see, whenever Bitcoin has a bullish MACD cross, a rally normally ensues. They vary in size. Sometimes they'll be 40%, sometimes they'll be 200%, sometimes they'll be 20%. But nearly all the times that MACD crosses bullish, you see a large rally, and we're seeing one happen tomorrow. So get hyped for that, guys, because price targets for a MACD bullish cross put us at least at $70,000 in the next couple of months. In this video, we're going to be talking about why some of the price predictions of Bitcoin going to $61,500 today did not come true. I still think it's going to happen. We may just be a little bit delayed. I also want to point out that RSI is looking very healthy. It's sitting at 60, which means that with this bullish MACD cross, we actually still have a long way to run. We actually still have a lot of room that we can rally to the upside even after Bitcoin has that bullish cross. Just because we're sitting close to all-time high doesn't mean that we can't go higher, guys. Volume is relatively low right now, but if you look on the last several weeks, it's actually been trending to the downside. We had much higher volume back in January and February than we do right now, and that means that since Bitcoin is holding this high level of price up here around $68,500 with low volume, with the MACD technically still being bearish until tomorrow, and with the RSI being below 70, it means that we have confirmed that Bitcoin has a solid foundation above $50,000. If we zoom out and we look at the VPVR, which, by the way, we have videos on the VPVR coming to some of our courses. Watch out for that. If you look at the VPVR, then you can see right here that there is a major spike in VPVR volume right over here because there's been so much trading up here in between $40,000 and $60,000. That's my other chart. Excuse me, guys. I have this thing popping up. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the chart. I don't know why that comes up. If you guys had that come up like on the bottom right there, let me know. I'm not really sure what that is. There's something going on with TradingView. Anyway, guys, our price targets are sitting around $61,700. I also want to show you Bollinger Bands and a few other indicators before we step back and start doing analysis on where we think Bitcoin is going, and then we're going to talk about this story. You can see that the top Bollinger Band for Bitcoin is sitting around $61,300 right now, and you can also see that Bitcoin has pulled back and touched the middle of the Bollinger Bands. That is, of course, the 20 simple moving average that I'll go ahead and turn on right here. Let me turn a 20 simple moving average on, and you will see that Bitcoin is falling and using it as support. That is a very good sign. We are also far above the 20 daily exponential moving average. The fact that we're sitting above those two moving averages means that we have confirmed uptrend, and we are solid with that. So if we go into a small downtrend, that's okay because we are in a solid uptrend. Now, one last thing I want to show you, the TD sequential has not hit 9, meaning we do have more room to run. Everything is saying that Bitcoin is in the middle of an uptrend and has a strong potential that it can go much higher. So I want to go back to full screen, and I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys where I think Bitcoin is heading from here. Bitcoin is sitting healthily at $60,000. You guys know that whenever Bitcoin ran up to $20,000 at the end of 2017, it didn't stay up there for very long. What happened? It flash crashed. We rallied to $20,000 and then boom, we fell straight through the floor, and we didn't go back up there for 3 years. But what are we seeing happen right now? Instead of Bitcoin rallying to $60,000 and then having a gigantic crash, we pulled back for, I don't know, 10 days or so, and we've bounced and we've almost returned there. What that signals to me is that Bitcoin is consolidating in a region between $45,000 and $62,000, locking in gains and rearing for more. Guys, I really do think that Bitcoin's going to be trading at over $100,000 this year, especially in light of all of the news that's happened recently. We've talked about Tesla adopting Bitcoin. You guys have asked that I buy a Bitcoin Tesla. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not saying I'm going to do that. Just keep that in your back pocket because
They can make donations if they want.
they can make donations. Thank you, Crypto Tim. Excuse me, the Crypto Beard. Definitely make a donation. There's dono links in the description box down below if you want a Bitcoin Tesla. Anyway, guys, Bitcoin trading above $45,000 to $62,000 and staying up here for a couple of months means that we really do believe as a market that we belong here and that we are solid here. So that is a very good sign. As far as the crash that happened, I shouldn't call it a crash. It was a minor dump that happened this morning around 3:30 a.m. Eastern time. I want to jump back to my chart because I'm going to go ahead and show you a tweet. This tweet represents Glassnode. This is a tweet with a screenshot from a chart over on Glassnode. If you guys aren't familiar with Glassnode, you should be. They're a website with a ton of different fundamental indicators on Bitcoin. Remember, guys, Bitcoin has different technical indicators over here on TradingView, many fundamental indicators that you want to find that'll give you information about Bitcoin's success and failure will show up on Glassnode. Glassnode.com, I believe it's glassnode.com, might be glassnode.org. Either way, Glassnode has a ton of indicators. We've used them many times on our channel. What you can see right here is a tweet by Lex Moscovi. Let's see if I can pronounce this. I'm going to try. Moskovsky. I got it. Lex Moskovsky. Go follow him at MSKVSK. Posted last night another $113 million of Bitcoin longs got liquidated in 10 minutes. Guys, in case you don't know what liquidation is, I'm going to go to full screen real quick and explain it to you guys. Liquidation is what happens when you are leverage trading and you lose 100% of your money. So let's put it this way. I was actually explaining leverage trading to Crypto Tim just yesterday. I got it. The crypto beard.
It's new. You'll get it.
Okay. The crypto beard. The crypto beard. I was explaining to the crypto beard. By the way, great name.
Oh, apparently somebody else has that.
I looked it up. It's just Crypto Beard. They have literally no posts. I think 2 subscribers. It's probably him and his mom.
Wow. Mega
that was
shade
not
being thrown.
meant to be offensive. When I had a YouTube channel a long time ago, the only subscribers was me and my mom.
Hey, I remember my dad was my 1,000th subscriber. I was literally on the phone with him and he was at work. He's like, Jebb, you're at 999. I was your 1,000th. It was really wholesome. Anyway, I was explaining a little margin and liquidation to Tim last night. What happens when you're in a margin trade? So you're trading on leverage. If you've ever heard anyone talk about trading 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, 25x, 50x, or 100x on Bybit or Kraken or some of these other exchanges like BitMEX, that's trading on leverage. What you're doing when you're trading on leverage is you are borrowing money from the exchange to make a trade with more money than you have. So for example, if you're trading with $100 and you're on 10x leverage, you're actually trading as if you're using $1,000. Since you're on 10x leverage, you put $100 in, the exchange gives you $900, and you're actually trading with $1,000. If you make a profit, then you get to keep the amount of profit that $1,000 would have made you. But if you make a loss, then you get to keep the loss that $1,000 would have made you. So whenever you're trading on leverage, what you should expect is that you should have a very tight stop loss, because on 10x leverage, if you lose 1% of the trade, you're actually losing 10%. If you gain 1%, then you're gaining 10%. Same thing with 25x leverage. If you gain 1%, you're gaining 25x. If you lose 1%, you're losing 25x because you're on 25x leverage. What that means is that if you're on any amount of leverage, there is a liquidation price somewhere where if you lose more than this, you're actually losing more money than you have, which means that the exchange would have to pay that. The exchange is not in the business of letting you waste its money, so it is going to liquidate you if you get down to what is known as the liquidation price. For example, on 100x leverage, if you lose more than 1%, then you're liquidated and you've lost everything. When we talk about trading, we always recommend you guys, in fact, I'm telling you, always use a stop loss whenever you're trading, especially on leverage. Here's a rule of thumb that I was telling Tim. If you ever get liquidated in a trade, you screwed up. There is no excuse to ever be liquidated on a trade. The only reason that you got liquidated was either the exchange glitched out or you didn't set a stop loss. Anyway, the point is here, $113 million got liquidated. Smay, if you can switch us back to the screen, I want to show you guys this. You can see this green. I don't know what color this is. Smay, do you know what color that is?
That is definitely yellow.
That is definitely yellow. For everybody who didn't know, I'm colorblind, just so you know. This yellow spike right here represents futures that got longed on all exchanges just this morning. You can see the price of Bitcoin right here was sitting around $59,750. We actually see that down on the 15-minute chart. You notice this big dump right here. Bitcoin was sitting up here. Doesn't this right here look strikingly like this sitting area in price action? Well, that's exactly what happened, guys. Literally right here, right there, $113 million worth of longs got liquidated. What happens when you get liquidated? Let's go to full screen. I'm going to go ahead and explain that real quick. Whenever you get liquidated, it means that you sold. It means that you're putting selling pressure on the order books. Whenever you sell, of course, you're adding selling pressure to the market and you're going to cause the market to drop. What happens when you drop? More people get liquidated. So whenever you see a massive liquidation like this, the dominoes fall. One person gets liquidated, then 2 people, then 4 people, then 8 people, then 16 people, and before you know it, $113 million in longs are liquidated, and we've dropped 5% in the last hour. By the way, I want to be very clear on something. $113 million of longs being liquidated is not manipulation. There's literally no evidence that I have seen that this has anything to do with market manipulation. Whenever you see the dominoes start to fall, it is gravity that makes the dominoes fall, right, guys? It is the force of nature. It is not some boogeyman saying, I'm knocking the dominoes over. Somebody knocked the first domino over, but the fact that more dominoes started to fall was simply by the nature of the system at work. So that leads us on to this article that I want to show you guys. $663 million liquidated after Bitcoin wicks under 57K. Guys, we had $113 million liquidated at once, but more liquidations were to come. You can see this bear right here staring deep into your soul
Very
to let you know.
beautiful bear.
That is a beautiful bear. I love bears, guys. I have a lot of stories from my youth about bears because I grew up in the Smoky Mountains. Anyway, the crypto market saw a sudden drop downwards, which led to millions of dollars punted by leverage traders getting liquidated. This is why you always use a stop loss. Remember, guys, rule of thumb, I'm going to hammer this into your head whenever we talk about leverage trading. If you ever get liquidated, you messed up because you didn't press a stop loss. You didn't put a stop loss in place. Always use a stop loss. There's literally no time that you shouldn't use a stop loss. I do not... Hey, Jebb, should I not use a stop loss? No, use a stop loss. No excuse. Crypto traders were in for a tough surprise on Wednesday morning after a sudden market drop of $663 million worth of losses stemming from margin trading. Data collected from Bybit shows 88% of all liquidations occurred on a long position. So that means that people were buying into the market in anticipation and speculation that the market was going to go to the upside. If you don't know what longing and shorting is, longing is betting that the market's going to go up. Shorting is betting that the market's going to go down. For all of our crypto noobs, we love you. Welcome to the stream. The brokers, in turn, charge a fee as interest and automatically close out positions at a predetermined price level to manage their risk. This is what I was talking about earlier about the leverage exchanges. They will liquidate you if you lose too much money, because if you lose all your money, then all of a sudden they have to step in to fix the problem that you caused them. So that's why they have a liquidation price. It is something that is absolutely necessary for leverage exchanges to exist. The trader's entire capital then is essentially lost, and the position is said to be liquidated. Liquidation insights. As per Bybit, over 151,000 traders were liquidated in the past 24 hours. In total, liquidations reached nearly $1 billion, and the single largest liquidation order was a Bitcoin order worth $15 million over on Huobi. So guys, going back to full screen, the reason that we're bringing this up is, one, to inform you and make sure that you're aware of what exactly happened yesterday, but also to make the point that you want to be very careful with leverage trading. Leverage trading is not an evil thing. Leverage trading is not a bad thing. It is something that I've done before, and it is something that I may do again in the future. It is something that you can make a lot of money with, but with great reward comes great risk, as it were. Flipping that on its head, you guys have to realize leverage trading is a way that you can make a lot of money. It's a way that if you're very experienced in cryptocurrency, you can take your trading to the next level. I know of stories of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars on one trade because they learned the fundamentals of technical analysis. By the way, guys, I want you to be very clear on something. Fundamental analysis informs what you should invest in. Technical analysis informs when and where you should place trades. If you want to be a good trader, the absolute bread and butter of trading is technical analysis. I'll give you an analogy. A soldier is not going to be very useful without a gun, is he? An astrophysicist is not going to be very useful without math, is he? A semi-truck is not going to be very useful without roads. Are they? In the same way, trading is based on technical analysis. When you do technical analysis on the chart, let me show you the chart real quick. When I'm showing you this technical analysis on the charts and I'm talking about MACD having a bullish break to the upside, when we're talking about all this different stuff, guys, this is what I mean. Technical analysis is going to inform your trade. So going back to me, whenever we talk about trading, you must understand technical analysis is what drives it. That's why we teach technical analysis in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, by the way, guys. Linked in the description box down below. You can actually find a link to our academy where we teach you guys everything you need to know about technical analysis. Now, if you'll switch to me, I want to show these guys this link right here. You can see this link right here, https://bitcoinacademy.teachable.com. Drop a 1 in chat if you are a student of the academy. We would love for you to join us, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. Guys, I think we've made our point on the liquidations on Bitcoin. Is there anything you guys want to chime in on? And are there any good questions that we've seen in chat?
Couple good questions. I'm going to start from the one I see immediately. And this is for Jebb from Jake Dietrich. I hope I pronounced that right.
Dietrich.
When you enter a trade, do you usually set up a stop loss right away? And also, do you set your limit order right away at the target price?
Yeah, so good question. This is something that we're actually going to be diving into a lot more. And by the way, I'm actually looking at the chat right here, so I'm reading your question too. I think it's pronounced Dietrich. Dietrich? Let me know.
Dietrich, yeah.
I don't know. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, Jake. I think that's Deutsch. Is that German? I'm not sure. Either way. Whenever you enter a trade, do you usually set a stop loss right away? First answer, yes, absolutely. Whenever you set up a trade on, I don't care what exchange you're on, if the exchange is worth its salt, it's going to have the ability for you to set a stop loss. Let me be very clear. This is a golden rule of trading. This is gospel, guys. You don't break this. If you follow this one rule, literally, people talk about do this one thing, do this one thing, do this one thing, and you'll be a millionaire. This is one thing that you should do. Like, let me be very clear on you. Every time you make a trade, I mean the word literally in the dictionary. It means 100 out of 100 times literally. Every time you enter a trade, you should have a stop loss, no matter what. There's no reason to not have a stop loss. It takes you an extra 2 seconds to place it. You always have a stop loss. I will never give you guys a trade setup without saying, and here is your stop loss. Stop losses are incredibly important. Guys, if you don't know what a stop loss is, I'll be very brief for our crypto noobs. Again, we love our crypto noobs. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. A stop loss is simply what happens whenever a cryptocurrency trade that you are in drops below a certain threshold and you sell it so you don't lose more. Let's say you've lost 10% of your trade. Boom, stop loss is an automatic trade that's going to sell you out of your trade so you don't lose 20, 30, 40, 50, or 100% on your trade. You should always have a stop loss, especially when margin trading, because you lose more faster when you're trading on margin. As for your second question about price targets and about limit orders, yes, whenever you set up a trade, you don't always have to have an automatic exit. They're called different things on different exchanges, but you don't always have to have an automatic exit. I would encourage you to do that, but at the same time, I would encourage you to always be watching your trade live. I don't ever think that you should be walking away from a trade and just letting it run automatic. I don't think that's a good idea. That's personal preference. I wouldn't encourage it, but if you are entering a trade, I would encourage you to have some kind of exit built into the trade. Again, all exchanges are going to have some way that you can automatically sell when you set up the trade. You don't always have to do that, but you should always have a stop loss. Great question. Great question. Any other questions that you see in chat, Tim?
Yeah, so first of all, and I know this was something we were going to talk about anyway, but someone asked, is April not historically a very good month for cryptocurrency?
Fantastic question. Guys, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is the art, not the science. It is the art of looking at patterns throughout history and deciding whether or not they're going to repeat themselves. So with that in mind, I'm going to jump onto the chart real quick. And I want to show you guys some history on Bitcoin. If history and historical analysis is a part of technical analysis, then that is what we shall do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to place a level, a vertical line at, let's see if I can do, yes, okay. I'm going to place a vertical line on April the 1st for each and every year here. And I want to point something out to you guys while I'm setting this up. I'm going to talk you through it. April and Q2 tend to be a quite bullish month for cryptocurrency markets, and there's many different reasons for that. I would say the main reason that that happens is because the months of January, February, and March tend not to be very good for cryptocurrency markets. And the reason I would say that is because whenever you've come out of the Thanksgiving season, whenever you've come out of the Christmas season, the Black Friday season, the Cyber Monday season, everybody's spent all their money, haven't they? Everyone has spent a ton of money and they don't feel like spending any more money. So after the Q4 rolls through, that's October, November, and December, after Q4 rolls through, everybody spent all their money and they're spent. So they don't spend a lot of money during Q1. If you've ever done e-commerce, I'm talking Amazon FBA, Shopify, anything selling things online, we do the same thing. We sell a course, by the way, links in the description box down below if you want to learn how to do technical analysis. Isn't there a coupon code right now, March 2021 for $120 off?
$120
Expires
off.
at midnight tonight.
Expires at midnight tonight. So if you want to learn more about technical analysis, March 2021, links in the description box down below. Anyway, during Q1, e-commerce sales tend to go down. And at the same time, investment tends to go down because everybody just spent all their money on, stocking stuffers and flat screen television they didn't need while they trampled somebody in a Kmart. Either way, whenever you get into Q2, what happens? Everyone starts getting tax returns. This year, what's going to happen? Everybody's starting to get stimulus checks. There's more stimulus checks that they're trying to pass. The Democrats in the House and the Senate are talking about recurring stimulus checks. There is a massive injection of capital coming into the markets. There's a massive injection of money coming into people's pockets like yours. And at the same time, there is an assault on the US dollar going on right now because there has been so much money printed. So with that said, let me show you this chart again, and I will go ahead and break down what's happened in Aprils. April, the last 5 Aprils, including this April, I have charted on our chart right here. What happened following April all the way through November? We had a rally. What happened here in April? Boom, we had a rally. What happened here in April? Boom, we had a rally. Boom, we had a rally. Aprils are historically bullish months for Bitcoin. I'll go ahead and draw a rectangle right here for a month just so that we can get an idea of what this looks like. April right here. There we go. We're bullish. Okay, cool. Right here. We're not terribly bullish in here, but we do end up going into a rally relatively soon. You can see in these boxes 30 and 45 days out from April 1st, Bitcoin tends to be quite bullish. In fact, especially going into May, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July, we tend to be quite bullish as well. So guys, even though we've already been very bullish, I really do think that we're going to see even more upwards momentum coming relatively soon. Another reason for that, by the way, is that RSI has had a chance to cool off down here on the weekly chart. RSI was sitting up at 95. It's now pulled all the way back down to 72, 73. That's a very good sign that Bitcoin, excuse me, I'm still getting over this head cold, guys. That's a very good sign that Bitcoin is going to have more room to run. We're still bullish on MACD. Yes, we're converging on ourselves, but that doesn't mean anything because the bullish MACD has not crossed a bearish yet. MACD still looks very healthy out here on the daily chart. And in fact, you can even see out here on the daily chart, out here on the weekly chart, one of the key indicators of a bull market, the 20 exponential moving average that you can see right here, we are still far above the 20 exponential moving average. What happened when we entered a bear market? Bitcoin pulled back below that, didn't it? Pulled back below it right there. But ever since April of last year, we have been well and truly above the 20 weekly exponential moving average. That is a very good sign indeed, guys. Also, looking in here, we're looking at a bullish engulfing candlestick right here. So guys, April has historically been a good month. And I want to go to full screen real quick if you don't mind, Smay, because I want to explain that yes, April has been a very good month historically, and it actually looks like it's going to be a very good month this time as well. Yes, we had a little bit of a correction last night. That was due to a massive liquidation on Bybit and other leverage exchanges. Those are dominoes falling, guys. That is going to happen. You're going to see a big flash crash happen every once in a while in cryptocurrencies. Same way a hurricane comes through and messes things up once or twice a year down here in Florida. It's just going to happen every once in a while in cryptocurrency. Nothing to be worried about. If you lost money on that trade, I encourage you to make sure you always have your stop losses tight. Guys, we want to go ahead and talk about, unless you guys have anything else, I think we want to go ahead and talk about Cardano and this prediction that Crypto Capo made.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and see if I am able to find Crypto Capo's Twitter real quick. I have the article over here, so we'll actually start here, guys. Top analyst unveils remarkably bullish target for Cardano. Just for reference, Cardano is currently trading at $1.19. We can see down here on the hourly chart that it attempted a breakout of a symmetrical triangle pattern, and it did not, in fact, do anything with that. We are now using the previous downtrend of resistance as a downtrend of support. Cardano is more or less trading sideways. If we didn't have all these trend lines right here, you'd see it's basically just trading sideways. Cardano is waiting on something interesting to happen. I personally believe Cardano is going to be very, very bullish for the foreseeable future. I like this project. It's a project we are looking to invest in, and it is a project that we stand behind. Crypto Capo over on Twitter, shout out to him, CRYPTOCAPO, I believe, says this. The analyst who grew his following after nailing Bitcoin's collapse in March 2020 says he's eyeing an incredibly bullish long-term price target for Cardano that would put it nearly $1 trillion in market capitalization. In a new tweet, the pseudonymous trader known in the industry as Capo says that he believes Cardano could ignite a massive 25x parabolic move from its price of $1.18 en route to bull market top of $30. ADA, not going to lie, is looking very bullish for the medium to long term. And by the way, guys, I completely agree with him. From a fundamental standpoint and a technical standpoint, this cryptocurrency looks fantastic. The last 3 months, in the same way that Bitcoin has been consolidating and locking in gains around $42,000 to $62,000, Cardano's been locking in gains around $1 to $1.50. Cardano was trading just a couple of cents not very long ago, so it makes a lot of sense that Cardano would be moving to the upside even more because we've just rallied thousands of percent in the last 12 months. It needs to lock in gains. It is getting closer to its underlying intrinsic value, but at the same time, the fundamentals of Cardano are continuing to evolve. And actually, Tim, I want to throw it back to you because you had something to talk about with Cardano's development of its fundamentals. There's something going on its blockchain right now, isn't there? Can you give us a little bit of insight on that?
Well, first of all, Charles has come out there was a news article the other day talking about that Canadian company that invested $300,000. Again, not that much money. However, it is the beginning baby step to Cardano's adoption of taking over the NFT realm. Also, breaking, I believe today, probably was yesterday, but the news article came out today, was that ADA, let me get back to it. What was I saying? ADA, oh, that's what it was. ADA is not only being, is now moving to a complete proof of stake platform where completely now only people who are mining it are going to be producing it. Like ADA as the company will not be producing any new blockchain. It's going to be the stakers now completely. So people talked about before how it was, a white page. They really hadn't fully developed their decentralization. ADA today is fully decentralized in the sense of now all new blockchain mining will be done by miners and not by ADA.
Yeah, so the pre-mine is coming to a conclusion, and that Cardano will no longer be mined by the Cardano Foundation. It's not called the Cardano Foundation. It's the Ethereum Foundation. Whoever built Cardano, whatever the name of the company is and the organization that started it. Guys, I also want to throw...
I know, it's IHO something.
I ought to know that.
IOHK, I think it is.
You heard it here first, folks. IOHK, Cardano. Guys, Cardano has... What's up, Tim?
Well, okay, so one of the questions in here that someone's asking, and you're going to say what you want to say. They said, hey, Jebb, or anyone, can you talk about when altcoin pumps the most, and is it when Bitcoin peaks start going down? The article you were just reading that we found this morning about Capo predicting what he thinks Cardano's going to do, at the bottom of that article, he also talks about how he predicts this next season, April, pretty much Q2 is what he's talking about, is going to be a pump of Bitcoin. He thinks Bitcoin's going over 80,000 within the next few weeks, and he says that this is the season of the altcoin pump.
Yep.
So to answer that question, according to Capo, which I think you said it earlier, by the way, Capo came on the scene when he predicted that March 2020 massive drop in Bitcoin, and people were kind of like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And he was dead on. So that's why we're talking about this article. I'm not saying he bats 100%, but he's been right before, so...
Yep.
Yeah,
guys. So I actually love that question. I'm going to read that question one more time. It is up here. It says, let's see it. Well, don't know if I can find it. But either way, you're asking about does Bitcoin, when do altcoins come in and how do they start outperforming Bitcoin? I want to point your attention to something here, and that is the total market capitalization, the dominance charts over on Bitcoin. How dominant is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? You can see that Bitcoin's market dominance ever since January has pulled back from 70% all the way down to 59%. At the same time, Ethereum's dominance has pulled back from 15% to 11%. So the logical question is, if the two big dogs who own 80% of market dominance are losing market dominance, where is that market dominance going? Well, of course, if we go back here and we turn on the word other, I'll have to wait for the chart to load because I closed it. But if you look at over here at other, you'll see that at the exact same time that Bitcoin and Ethereum are losing market dominance, other is gaining. So what cryptocurrency is other? The cryptocurrency other, if you will, is anything that's not Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano, Polkadot, XRP, Uniswap, Litecoin, or Theta, those that are in the top 10. You can see right here, this other category has jumped from 9.34% all the way up to 17.41%. That is because a ton of people are getting into low cap altcoins right now. Drop a 1 in chat if at least 2 of your positions are in cryptocurrencies outside of the top 10. I don't personally hold anything outside of the top 10 because I don't like speculating on different altcoin projects that I believe Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or some of these other top 10 cryptocurrencies can do. That being said, I'm not the whole market. And in general, the entire market right now is looking more at different cryptocurrencies, different small cap altcoins. And the fact is that we are seeing that happen. Tim, do you have something to say here?
No, talking to Smay.
You're talking to Smay?
I have something to say.
Okay, Smay, what you got?
Guys, like and subscribe and like the stream right now. I want to see likes right now. I see you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you right now. Like the stream.
Oh my gosh.
If that's not creepy.
That's so creepy. That's so weird.
No, I liked one of the comments. Someone said that they're
My
glad
God.
that Bitcoin pumped high enough for Jebb to afford a towel for his hair.
I can't come back from that one.
Oh my gosh.
My
Hair's not looking so bullish
My
today,
hair doesn't
guys.
look that bad. Oh, come on. My hair looks like it's on a massive uptrend, you know? Hey, it was a busy morning.
It's
I was
trading
busy reading.
sideways now.
I was reading this morning, okay? I was being productive and reading a book. You know what book that was? It was called the Bible. That's what I was doing. I was reading. I didn't... Shut up. I know. I actually looked in the mirror this morning. I'm like, God, my hair looks terrible. I hope nobody noticed. That's pretty funny. Guys, so that's actually most of what we wanted to talk about today. Are there any other good questions in chat? And is there anything that you guys can think that we ought to throw on the table for discussion? Because we can also move on to some 2-minute technicals. We're probably going to be doing Ethereum and, what did I say, Harmony 1 today.
So a good question I saw way earlier
Smash leak,
that
by the way.
we can address. I know we've talked, Jebb, about making a video for you guys in the future, but do you have a short answer to the question of how is Crypto Jebb preparing for the bear market?
How is Crypto Jebb preparing for the bear market? Wisely. That's how I'm preparing. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm serious, but that's not my real answer. How is Crypto Jebb preparing for the bear market? I'll tell you how. I have a list of multiple indicators that I look at. One of them I showed you a second ago, the 20 weekly exponential moving average. And whenever Bitcoin looks like it's about to flip on some of these indicators, again, that's one of them. I have some different charting that I want to show you on the RSI at some point. that should probably be a stream, me talking about bear market indicators. That would be a good idea. I can do that for you guys. I have a whole list of them that I look at. By the way, I want to be very clear on something. We have no indication right now at this very moment that we're going into a bear market. Zero, zilch, nada. We look like we are continuing to the upside. How am I preparing for the bear market? I'm looking to see if any of those indicators flip, and if they do, I will start liquidating some of my Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings, which make up about 95% of my portfolio right now. And when I do that, I will let you guys know. I'm probably going to be taking a couple $100,000 of profit and reinvesting it into this business here so that we can continue to grow our channels and all of the different things that we're doing. Look, I want to be very clear with you guys. I don't have a really this is what I'm going to do at this, and this is what I'm going to do at this, and this is what I'm going to do at this. I have enough experience in the market that I'll be able to see, since I look at the market every single day, hey, it looks like Bitcoin is about to pull back. I'm going to start liquidating some of it. It's not that I have a very solid plan on it. When I think we're getting closer to it, I will formulate more of a plan when I have more information. But right now, guys, I don't know where the top is, so it's hard for me to say I'm going to sell at this price and this price and this price, because for all I know, those are the wrong prices to call. So when we get closer to what looks like a bear market starting, I will be updating you guys on my plan for that. Great question. Very good question. And you should have that in your mind. How do I exit the bear market? I have it in mind. I can't give you an exact number, but it is something that we're thinking about. Good deal. Jebb, no shave beard through crypto winter. Everybody wanted me to not shave my beard through March. This is what you got, by the way. I forgot about that. I wasn't going to shave for March. How's it look, chat? Is it any good? Is it at all fine? I don't know. Tim is the master of beards over here. What do you think, Tim?
Masters of beard. I feel very humbled to receive that. But
you are the crypto beard.
You wait very long. You wait very long. My beard at Jebb's age was way worse than that. So I would just say continue to put in the hard work.
Okay. Just for context, Tim's 27 now, right?
Yeah, just turned 27.
He just turned 27. I'm 20, so I gotta wait a little bit. It's better than it was a couple years ago. I'm getting there. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna look at some other comments here. Someone said you are legendary. Legendary. Good deal. Let's see. What else we got? Where should we go now?
Just to answer Kane Martinez real quick, if you watch back the beginning of the stream, you'll see why, despite all the bullish news on Bitcoin, we had a massive liquidation last night. Yep. $663 million of liquidation over last. Well, it was $970 million if you read the article over the last 24 hours. But last night, 663.
Yeah, so I will go ahead, and if you'll switch back to the screen real quick, I will give people a brief update. For anyone who just joined in, this is what we're looking at. There was a tweet posted for Glassnode over here where we saw $113 million of Bitcoin liquidations in 10 minutes alone. That led to a giant dump on Bitcoin on the hourly chart that you can see by this red vertical right here. This was as a result of a major liquidation of Bitcoin. We saw nearly $700 million worth of Bitcoin liquidated, which caused a massive domino effect and caused Bitcoin to drop 5% in the last few hours. We saw that happen over the span of about 90 minutes. That happened around 3:30 a.m. this morning. That was around 8:30 a.m. Over in Britain. So shout out to everybody who just joined. That is what we were talking about earlier. And we've also talked about the prediction that one crypto Capo made, talking about a $30 Cardano. I think that he's right, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I think he's right on that $30 Cardano prediction. I'd love to hear what you two think, and I'd love to hear what chat thinks. Do you think that Cardano is going to go to $30, or do you think Cardano is going to crash, burn, and bang? I want to hear what you think. I really do believe in this project. I think that it is a competitor to Ethereum. I'm not saying for a second that it's going to kill Ethereum and that Ethereum is going to disappear or anything, but I do think that Cardano is a fantastic project, and if you agree, make sure to like the video. And by the way, for everybody who is hating this video, I have heard that there is an update that has just come to YouTube, and it goes like this. Whenever you hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell, it registers as 10 dislikes. So if you're hating this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit the post notification bell so you can make sure that you dislike the video. That's how you do it. Tim?
Like the stream.
Yes. Like the stream.
Guys. No, that's a good answer. No, there's a couple good questions. I was looking really quickly, and you're obviously the TA expert. Someone was asking about BTT and what's happened there. So just for a little bit, if you guys don't know what BTT is, I'm not 100% sure. It's BitTorrent. It's ranked number 24 on CoinMarketCap. It has grown 33%. I think that's in the last 24 hours. Yes.
So 30, yeah.
And then when you go over and you look at the technical analysis on it, the volume isn't ridiculous, but the RSI, it's not overextended. So very quickly, Jebb, could you look at that?
Sure. I've got BitTorrent up.
This might be a coin to look at.
I've got BitTorrent up right now, guys. If you want to look over on CoinMarketCap, like Tim said, it is ranked number 24, and it is up 33% in the last 24 hours, as according to CoinMarketCap. Looking over at its chart, you will see that RSI on daily chart is, unfortunately, Tim,
Was I wrong?
your analysis is incorrect.
What am I looking at?
I don't know what you're looking at. You're looking at RSI on daily chart for BitTorrent USDT?
I'm looking at BTT over the US dollar.
Well, what do you see the RSI registering as?
56. That's what my chart says. So that's
We will be right back. I'm going to walk over here and see what he's looking at.
yeah.
BTT dollar. What in the world?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Bitcoin. What?
Oh, listen, I'm not an expert,
Wait
so
a minute. Why are we on 2 minute? Excuse me? Okay, I don't know what's going on. He has two different charts. Your chart, are you on the daily chart? Or are you on the hourly chart?
15-minute chart.
He's on the 15-minute chart,
I was
guys.
set up.
There we go. Make sure you check your intervals.
Why you gotta finish?
Goober. Guys, if you didn't know, I'm actually in the process of
my
teaching
gosh.
Mr. Crypto Tim, the Crypto Beard, how to do technical analysis. He's learning fast. By the way, a week ago, he didn't know what RSI even was. So shout out to Tim. He's learning quick. If you want to learn technical analysis the exact same way that our buddy is, although that wasn't exactly the greatest display ever, you can find out how to do so with the link in the description box down below.
Not my finest moment.
Didn't mean to
Sorry.
roast you too bad.
I'll take the whippings.
Is there something on you have something on the soundboard? Oh, that's funny. Shout out to your president, Crypto Tim, who doesn't know what intervals are, but that's okay, guys. Looking at BitTorrent,
I'll do better.
yeah, he'll do better. You hear that. You heard it here first, folks. He'll do better. Anyway, we're just playing with Tim. He's doing great, guys. He has actually learned a lot very quickly. And the way that you can learn a lot very quickly is by signing up for the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy with the link in the description box down below. If you use coupon code MARCH2021, you'll get $120 off at checkout, guys. We had like 15 people sign up yesterday. Let's go. Shout out to everyone who just joined us. Drop a 1 in chat if you love CT2A. Anyway, let's keep going. RSI on a BitTorrent over US dollar tether is currently sitting at 85 on the RSI, not 56, just to be clear. Looking down on, guess what, the 15-minute chart, we're going to look at that. The last 8 hours on BitTorrent, the last 11 hours or so, we have traded sideways. So the fact is, yes, we are up 33% in the last 24 hours, but over the last 8 to 12 hours, we've actually been trading sideways. Most of that rally happened earlier on yesterday, where we rallied 40% in 8 hours. Then we continued trading sideways. I want to be very clear on something, guys. I don't know a ton about BitTorrent. I know it's an up-and-coming project. I know you guys are very excited about it. However, it is very overextended. This much cannot be argued with. RSI sitting at 85. Its volume, I guarantee you, is stupidly high right now. This is all good news for anyone in BitTorrent. It definitely is growing, but as far as trading it is concerned, you want to be careful about this because it is extremely overextended. As we've talked about with many altcoins, guys, this is a word that you need to understand. Is it on me right now, Smay?
And now it is.
Thank you. Appreciate that. This is a word you need to know, guys. With a lot of these altcoins, I just showed you that the other category, that's all the altcoins outside of the top 10, just grew from 8% to 17%. That means a lot of you guys are getting involved in small cap altcoins. Whenever you're in a small cap altcoin, I want you to remember something. When they pump really hard, they are in something called price discovery mode. When they're in price discovery mode, they're in the process of exploding. They grow really fast. Think about it like this. When you're 0 to 13 years old, you grow very tall very quickly, right? And then your growth slows down and nearly halts, right? That's what happens to these cryptocurrencies. They grow really quickly and then they slow down and they stop. If you look at Cardano, switch back to me real quick. If you look at Cardano is a little bit ahead of a lot of these altcoins. We rallied 2,000% in 160 days. What has it been doing over the last 30 days? It's been trading sideways. Going back to me, the reason for that is because Cardano was in a major uptrend. Cardano was in price discovery mode. Well, guess what? Now Cardano has reached 15, 16, 17 years old. It stopped growing because it knows what height it's supposed to be. It will go up in the future, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to see 2,000, 8,000% rallies like it used to. Same way that Bitcoin doesn't see those crazy massive rallies the way that it used to. 1,000% on Bitcoin used to be pocket change, and now it is the big news on Bitcoin. It's still a big rally, but the growth slows down over time. So you got to be careful. You got to be very careful about these small cap altcoins like BitTorrent. Yes, they went through a couple 1,000% of rally, but that doesn't mean that's going to continue forever. So be very careful about trading those, expecting it to just moonshot because it has to end at some point. Word of warning for everyone who is wise enough to heed it. I've been in the market for 4 years, guys. I trade every single day. I sit on hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency. I've taught thousands of people how to trade and invest and work in cryptocurrency markets. I know what I'm talking about. Please listen to me on this. It's very important. Moving on. Any further questions we can go ahead and answer, but I also do want to do some 2-minute technicals on Ethereum and on Cardano. So what do we got?
Did you already do? Yo, you haven't done Cardano yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, no, I think go ahead. Let's do Ethereum.
Let's do it, guys. We are going to be moving on to 2-minute technicals. Let me go ahead and fix this boom arm. We're going to be moving on to 2-minute technicals. We're going to move on to 2-minute technicals on Ethereum and Cardano. So the very first thing we need to do is get a blank chart up on Ethereum, and I'm going to show you something very interesting here. So let's get started. There is a level of resistance on on Ethereum sitting at $2,030. There's also a level of support sitting on can't speak today, sitting on Ethereum of $1,300. Zooming into the 4-hourly chart, I want to show you guys that Ethereum, I almost said Cardano again, Ethereum is sitting inside of a symmetrical triangle pattern with a downtrending level of resistance right there and an uptrending level of support right here. If you look at this level of support, we will turn it blue, and this level of resistance, this very clearly, in basic charting, you will learn that this level, that this formation is called a symmetrical triangle pattern. These typically are going to break out about 70% of the time in the same direction that the market moved into it. So, case in point, if Ethereum was moving to the upside and it enters a symmetrical triangle pattern, there is, statistically speaking, roughly a 70% chance we will break to the upside here. And as you can see, guys, we are sitting just below this level of resistance right now. It is possible in just the next couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, when unfortunately we'll be out of town, Ethereum might break to the upside. And if it does, I will post a story on our YouTube channel and update you guys on that. By the way, I'm getting a lot more active on our stories, so make sure that you check us out on YouTube stories and those little YouTube shorts. I freaking love those things. If you want to see a really cute dog, go to one of the more recent ones. Tim's new dog, Coco, is on there. Awesome dog. Anyway, guys, Ethereum right now is in the symmetrical triangle pattern, and the good news is we've had a bullish cross on daily chart MACD. As we talked about on Bitcoin, whenever daily chart MACD crosses bullish, you are generally going to see at least a 20% rally, if not a lot more. This daily chart MACD cross indicates that Ethereum should be rallying to and above all-time high in the next 14 days. So when we made a price prediction back in January of a $2,894 Ethereum by the end of Q1, which ends today, looks like we were wrong on that prediction by $1,000, but we might only be a couple of weeks off in time. Ethereum very well may be trading at $3,000 before the end of April. Could be totally wrong on that, but the technicals look like Ethereum is about to break to the upside. This market, guys, am I on full screen? Because I want to explain something very, very, very important to you guys. There's a lot of tension right now. I don't know if you can feel it. It's palpable to me. You can cut it with butter. You can cut it like butter. You can feel it. I don't know. Can you feel it? Tell me in the chat. Can you feel the tension in cryptocurrency right now? There are so many things going on in crypto, and it really feels like something's about to break. It really feels like we've got this spring taut, and somebody's going to release their hands and it's going to explode. It feels like somebody's pulling a rubber band and they're about to release it and it's about to snap. It feels like there's some tension built up here. And it feels like a massive rally is about to come to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And I think that we're going to see that happen on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Remember, guys, Bitcoin and Ethereum have something like 97% correlation. If you'll switch back to me real quick, I will go ahead and show you guys this. If you look at compare, you can go BTC USD, and I'll show you the comparison between Bitcoin and Ethereum. This line chart right here is Bitcoin. These charts are nearly identical. Bitcoin and Ethereum are very closely following each other, so if both of them look like they're going to break to the upside, which, by the way, both of them do look like they're going to break to the upside, we could be expecting a major rally coming very soon to Ethereum and Bitcoin and an altcoin near you. My technical analysis on Ethereum, guys, in the next 7 to 14 days, expected to be rallying above all-time high again. Would not be at all surprised if that were to happen. I also want to talk about Cardano, though, so before I go on, are there any questions in chat? Is there anything that you guys would like to chip in? Let us know. I'm going to go ahead and read chat myself here for a little bit. Cut it like butter through a knife, lols. Yeah, you know, when you speak this fast and for this long, you're going to mess up sometimes. Cut like butter, Moving on. Hey! Wow.
It's not so fun, is it?
Wow.
It's not so fun, is it?
Wow, I see how it is.
No, it's not.
This is your president over here. He's a meanie head, guys. Not cool. Nope. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more shenanigans.
Make sure you like the stream.
And make sure you like the
darn it.
streams, guys. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes before we wrap this video out for Jebb not knowing how to speak and Tim not knowing how to do technical analysis.
Yeah, but we already knew that about me.
That's true.
You're supposed to be able to speak. You run a YouTube channel.
Oh, come on. I've never been able to speak. I just talk fast. That's my whole gig, guys. Never mind. Okay. Let's see. Is there any good questions in chat?
Sorry, I just can't wait to. I just want to say, we're working on getting the soundboard over here.
Yeah.
I just had there are so many sound cues that I want to be playing right now. Whenever you do stuff, just don't worry, guys. It's coming. It's gonna be great. Tomorrow I'm gonna have it set up.
May's gonna go to town with a little air horn going.
No, I was literally about to do like a cheering thing when you did your rap.
Oh my gosh.
Also, real quick, for those who are wondering, because I saw a comment about it a comment on the stream. We're not going to cover it necessarily, although an article broke this morning about Biden's administration working on a plan of $4 trillion to do another stimulus check.
Yes, they are talking
So
about
that's,
that.
I mean, we're already going to see a boost in the crypto space.
Yeah.
And then
Another
that's gonna be even
stimmy?
more.
Smay wants another stimmy so I can get another VR headset.
Hey, you know what? How about what? Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat if you guys want to see this, guys. I will bring in my headset and I will actually stream me playing VR tomorrow. If that's what you guys want to see.
I'm gonna have to veto that. That's not crypto content.
Hey, you know, it's April Fool's tomorrow. It's April Fool's. I can do whatever the heck I want. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, whatever. We'll talk about that off stream. Guys, I have a great question here in chat by Ace Sherry. Says, I have half a Bitcoin at hand, and I want to own 2. Is that possible with your methods, Jebb? Yes, absolutely. Guys, whenever you invest in yourself, if you go to our sales page, actually, and you click the first link in the description box down below, there's a quote by me. And one of the last things I say in that quote is that I have always believed and always will believe that the number one investment you will ever make is an investment in yourself. My friend, you could turn 0.05 Bitcoin into 2. The only thing you have to invest in is not Bitcoin, is not Harmony 1, which we're about to do technical analysis on. It's not Crypto Tim's beard, although that's a pretty bullish investment. It is, however, an investment in yourself. Smay's giggling off camera with that. An investment in yourself will take you very far. Guys, the reason that Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Elon Musk and all these people are very successful is not because of the industry they're in. We're not successful because we're in cryptocurrency. We are successful as a company, and we made a lot of money in cryptocurrency, not because we're in cryptocurrency, but because we understand how to make that money. I'm going to teach you how to do technical analysis so you can make profitable trades in CT2A. So yes, you absolutely can turn half a Bitcoin into 2 Bitcoin. It comes down to how hard are you willing to work. I'm going to give you the water, but you're the one that's going to have to drink it. I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. But if you have the diligence and you have the patience, I'm not your guru who's going to say, if you do this one thing, you can make $1 million tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Trading crypto is a skill, and it takes work. But if you're willing to put the work in, you can make a lot of money. The link's in the description box down below if you'd like to learn more. We're going to go ahead and move on to Harmony 1 because we meant to do technical analysis on it yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and do it today. Guys, 1 is currently sitting around 20 cents. And if I bring it up over here on CoinMarketCap, then you guys will find out that it is currently sitting at 63. Harmony 1 is around 18 cents, actually. It's down today. And as you can see, it has a strong level of resistance at 20 cents. Guys, Harmony is another one of these cryptocurrencies that is in its price discovery breakout phase. We've seen it rally 5,000% in 90 days. That is not sustainable. I want to be very clear with you guys who haven't been here for very long. Cryptocurrencies do not go up 5,000% in 90 days without stopping. There will be an end to this. Harmony 1, for all I know, could jump to $3 before it stops, but it will stop. So I want you to be very careful about FOMOing into a market because let me be very clear about something. There are a lot of people that make a lot of money jumping into an altcoin and then riding it to the moon, but there are a lot of people that lose their life savings also. So if you don't know what you're doing, please be very careful. I am cautioning you. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you to be cautious and wise in your investments because you can make a lot of money, but with that great reward does come great risk. So please be very careful. Anyway, with Harmony 1, we can see that its MACD is starting to converge bearish. Looks like we're going to have a bearish cross on 1 over US dollar tether. That would likely result in 1 either trading sideways for several weeks or actually moving into a small downtrend. We can also see over the last 14 days that RSI has pulled back from 90 to 67. That's a good sign. But remember, guys, with how far we've rallied, we would like to hope that its RSI is going to pull back. We can also see volume is declining, likely as people are losing interest in Harmony because it probably isn't rallying this high because of fundamentals. It's probably rallying this high because of hype. Nothing against the Harmony 1 project. I think we've actually done some research on it as a team, and it seems like a good project. Tim, am I right on that? Have you looked into Harmony 1? I think you have, haven't you?
Well, we're actually in the middle of compiling a full-out report to make a video about Harmony 1
Yes.
to post potentially on Instagram.
Yes, so guys, I'm not bashing Harmony 1. I'm not saying it's a bad project. I am, however, saying that these little penny stock altcoins, they rally very quickly, and you can get burned if you're not careful. When we've rallied to 20 cents from 0.02 cents, we've rallied 1,000% and more. You do need to be careful. So either way, enough preaching aside, if we look at the TD sequential, you can see that the TD sequential hit 9 March the 6th. This is not something I knew about. I actually just saw this. This is absurd. Guys, I am speaking from thousands of hours of experience in trading and technical analysis. I'm actually completely honest in what I'm about to say. I have never once in my entire career seen a cryptocurrency ignore TD sequential for this long. Not once. I have never one time seen this happen. Period. This cryptocurrency needs to correct. You guys asked my opinion, and I'm giving it to you. This cryptocurrency needs to correct to at least 14 cents, where its 20 daily EMA is sitting, and it could probably correct quite a bit lower, probably down to around its 100 or 200 daily simple moving average, down around 4 to 8 cents. Now, guys, listen, the hype behind this project could easily drive it much higher. Technically speaking, it needs to correct. So the question at hand is not really what do the technicals say. The question at hand is, do we listen to the hype, which is a fundamental metric, or do we listen to the technical analysis, which is a more logical metric? Fundamentals many times are driven by emotion when it's talking about hype. Technicals are typically driven by a lot of logic. So really where Harmony One goes from here is not a measure of what its technicals are saying, because its technicals are extremely clear that it needs to correct. The measure of how far Harmony One will go is how much hype is in the space compared to 30 days ago. How much have you heard about Harmony right now compared to 30 days ago? How much volume is on Harmony now compared to 30 days ago? Actually, Tim, you're the one that reads all the SEO reports that we used. Have you seen the SEO on Harmony One? Because that's actually the metric I need to know. If we don't have it on hand, I can get it and post it on Twitter.
The SEO for YouTube?
Yeah, for how much search volume on Harmony is there?
I don't know if Shannon gave me the numbers. So actually, Shannon compiles, our marketing director compiles the numbers.
Yes.
He was saying of the options, I was talking with him this morning, it wasn't necessarily high. But that being said, it's also, I think what we were looking at was that, I can't remember the other ones we were talking about.
We were talking about Theta
I'll get back to
also.
that. Yeah, Theta's higher than it for sure right now.
What I'm curious about is the fact that, and guys, we're going to go off stream and get this data, and we'll post it on Twitter. Make sure to follow us at CryptoJebb over on Instagram, over on Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram, but I'm going to post this on Twitter. Whenever Harmony One has massive bearish warning signs on its technicals right now, the thing that is going to drive it higher, if it does go higher, is a lot of hype, and you'll see that hype in search volume. You guys know that I've looked up Google Trend volume and Google Trend data. I'm going to show this really quickly before we wrap the stream out. Google Trends, let me go ahead and grab this. This is what I'm talking about. I just want to give you guys a visual so that you understand what I mean. If you look up Bitcoin, and it's, by the way, it's going to be really hard for us to get SEO data on Harmony because Harmony and One are both words that are used in the normal English lexicon. Bitcoin is not. So either way, you can see that the search volume on Bitcoin has gone down over the last 2 months. This is what we're talking about. We need to see Harmony's search volume continue to go up. We need to see a ton of hype and exuberance. Switch back to me real quick. We need to see a ton of hype and exuberance going on if Harmony is to continue this rally. If it doesn't manage to continue this rally, it'll be because people lost interest in it, because it's because its technicals are resoundingly clear that it needs to correct. I made my point like 3 times, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Any final questions or thoughts, Tim?
So I was going to say one thing. I know I was talking with Chaz in chat. He asked, what are 2 altcoins that you are bullish on for the next 3 months, or if you're going to try to make money, you're going to use the next 3 months? I told him the first one for sure would be ADA.
Yes.
If we're talking about the next 3 months, ADA is for sure my number one. I told him I would think about the other one. I'm not locking this in as my answer, and Jebb hasn't, I don't think, done much of any research on this one, so he's not going to be able to really say back or forth. This is a speculative move on my part based off of news that I'm reading. If you guys were on CoinDesk today, you'll see that Michael Jordan just invested $305 million into a project for NFTs that is flowing through the coin Flow. I'm not ready to I haven't invested yet, and I'm not ready to necessarily do it just yet. However, that's what I'm looking very closely at, is Flow. So by no means am I recommending people just dive right in and put all their money in that. But $305 million for Michael Jordan, and the rate of the NBA's growth, sports in general in the NFT world is going to be pretty big. So I'm kind of bullish on that coin, but I need to do more research before I give that as my final answer.
Yeah, so guys, go ahead and look at Flow. I would also encourage you to look at a couple of other altcoins like Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is an altcoin because it's not Bitcoin. That's the definition of an altcoin. Ethereum, ADA, we're very happy with both of those cryptocurrencies. ADA and Ethereum both have their own faults, but overall they are pretty good projects. Binance Coin is a great project. It's one that we have debated before as to whether or not it's going to be deemed a security in the future. Definitely a good question, something that I'm not making an allegation about. Just we want to be keeping that in mind. Several other cryptocurrencies like Basic Attention Token. That's an altcoin that I love. Let's see here. Theta has jumped very quickly. I need to do more research into its fundamentals. Crypto.com coin, and that project are very much starting to partner with Visa. So that's a pretty big deal, guys. I would be looking into that. Anyway, guys, those are some of the altcoins that we're looking at. I hope you guys did enjoy today's show. We're not going to be doing a price prediction for today because we're going to be out of office tomorrow. I mean, I suppose we could do a price prediction for Friday. What do you think?
I mean, we could.
We could. Give us a one in chat.
We haven't put any thought into that one whatsoever.
Well, we normally don't, so we just started writing them down like 2 days ago.
No, what I do want to say, and our marketing director made sure I understood this. I've said it a couple times in chat. If you guys are thinking about buying CT2A with that code March of 2021, a couple things you need to know. First of all, that ends tonight at midnight. So I've said that in chat a couple times. It ends at midnight tonight, and he is telling me that it might be a little minute before we see another one. We don't know for sure. So if you are very, very interested and you've been debating on whether or not you should be purchasing CT2A, you guys can see the chat. It is a very helpful course. I'm in the middle of it right now, learning. I made a mistake in today's stream. I apologize. I will fix it. I will do better.
We're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
That's okay, though. No, okay. I owe the people accurate information, so I let you down today, and I am very sorry. Very sorry. Working on it, though, and I'll get there. So if you want to be a part of that, join today. And with that being said, what would we predict? What would you guys want to see us predict? Very quickly flood the chat, and we'll kind of, this one I won't put any.
We've got 90 seconds before we wrap it out, so let's hurry up. Unfortunately, Zach is not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to do this today. You want to just do Bitcoin?
Let's do it.
Let's just do Bitcoin. Let's just do Bitcoin a second.
Let's get it over with.
Let's go ahead and do it.
I don't have a pen.
Hold on, wait. Don't even look at the price. I want us to predict the price without even looking at the price.
I already saw the price.
Dang it. Well, I'm not going to look at the price.
Okay. What a
Okay.
cheater.
Someone said, love CT2A, worth every penny. Someone said CT2A changed my life. Hey, guys, we got some love for CT2A in the chat. How about that?
Yay.
When will updates come to CT2A? Guys, there is an update of all updates coming in like 4 months. Like, it is being, our entire team is working very hard on a gigantic update to CT2A. We're talking 10 times the content that you've ever seen before. It's something huge is coming. I'm not going to give you too much information just yet, but something amazing is going to happen. Where will Bitcoin be 9:30 on Friday? You want me to go first?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Let's see what we got. $62,000.
62.
Sweetie D says, CT2A changed my life. Let's go. Someone said, what's the discount code again, please? It is March 2021. I'll put it in chat.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
Nope, you got it.
Okay. I'm going to predict, let's see, 58.5.
Wow.
58.5.
Wow. So here's the thing. I love Jebb's guess because I'm very close to that. And the reason why is because based off what him and I were looking at the other night on the chart, we thought it was going to get there a lot sooner. Today's news on Bitcoin changed that. I still think Bitcoin is heading towards that all-time high. And what is the current all-time high?
$62,700.
Okay, so it's not going to quite break it by Friday because I have 62,147, so barely above Jebb, but I did write it down before he gave his answer, so that's not cheating. Let us know in chat what you think. Team Tim, or now it's going to be Team Beard.
Team Beard.
We're moving there.
There you go. Team
comment
Beard.
Team Beard.
Team Beard.
I'm going to do better. I have not been doing my best for you guys, and I fully apologize. I'm correcting that right now.
He's working on it, guys.
You're going to see a lot more victories from Team Beard because that name change is bringing.
Yo, Team Beard is such a good name that I actually am considering joining Team Beard. Make sure you join us on Friday because we will be streaming then next. Smay will be keeping you guys entertained tomorrow where he will be talking about NFTs. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and hit the post notification bell for that. If you like the video, drop a like. If you dislike the video, dislike it twice. And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoJebb. We're planning on posting over there even more than we already are. Ton of great content coming out. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.